Jonas Eder-Hansen. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm mic'd up.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm a little bit excited. Yeah.
What's the baby saying this morning?
Yeah, he's been kicking, so sometimes my mind drifts off and then I'm on another planet with him kicking.
We were talking, when we arrived in Copenhagen, but even backstage as well. I guess sort of ambitions from your side across the day, but I think also, again, I think that moment when people reflect on all of this. What are your expectations?
Big expectations. I mean, I think, I can definitely feel it myself. Big expectations to all of you here in the room. I mean, we just heard talk about the essence of actually committing everyone here in the room. I think that's exciting.
Yeah, I think to take what we've done now, this is the 5th Copenhagen Fashion Summit, but take it from conference level where we just share and exchange knowledge, but actually to bring it into a summit mode. And that's also what we're going to talk about in a minute.
Great. Or even closer than a minute. We'll leave the stage to you.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. So guys, this is I think maybe the most difficult moment of the summit today. And the reason is that since we started doing Copenhagen Fashion Summit in 2009, in link with the COP15, we've been trying every time to put across a message to get people to commit and engage, and we never succeeded. Does any of you remember the 10-year plan of action that we launched in 2009? No? You do. 5 easy steps. A platform for small, medium-sized enterprises to access knowledge on sustainable solutions. No. The NICE Consumer Initiative, engagement platform for consumers that we launched. No. Yes.
Okay,
one.
Great. What about the code of conduct we did together with Global Compact years back? Anyone? Yes.
Oh,
good.
A few.
Okay.
Great. But actually, we haven't succeeded very well in, getting the message across the stage. So we thought, okay, how can we do differently this time? So what we did is that we tried to reorganize and reframe the proposal we were going to put to you. And we even tested it across a couple of companies, so that we kind of thought we packaged the message. So here it goes, the first slide.
So basically, we are calling, yes, here it is.
The call to action.
We're calling on fashion brands and retailers around the world to really take action on circularity within 4 areas. And we're calling on them all of you, to also set targets within those 4 areas within the next 6 months. So we have time. And to begin with, you can actually do with just one of those 4 areas and dig deep into those and set targets within those. Soon we'll ask you to take out your phones and have a look at your app. So please take it out already, because we're going to talk you through a little bit how to do that. But I think actually enough talk. I mean, we have been talking a lot about other issues and so on. I think this time we really want to try and show something different. So we've created a short film, an animation, and let's have a look at it.
Yes.
This is our planet. We only have this one, but we are currently consuming resources equivalent of 1.6 planets. If we continue at this pace, we will need 2 planets by 2030. Fashion has a significant impact on our planet, and when we throw away our clothes, we waste valuable resources. The majority of our clothes end their days in landfills and incinerators. So, how can we change? We need to rethink how we use the planet's resources and how we go from a linear to a circular fashion system. This is an opportunity for your company to engage with your customers and create new economic value. An effective way to take action is to set up a garment collecting scheme in your stores where your customers can drop off their used garments. These garments will be collected, sorted, reused, and recycled into new materials that eventually can be used for creating new garments. You as a company can also implement circular design strategies and increase the volume of reused garments or recycled fibres in your collections. And we can help you. We have created an online toolbox which includes expert advice and case studies. Sign the commitment now and join the movement towards a shared vision for circularity.
So did you get the message? So picking up on the clever ladies talking about circularity before, this is a platform for you guys to engage on circular fashion. And we already asked a few companies to sign it, and more than 20 companies already committed. And I think we can get their names up on the screen as well. But there are also a few friends of ours that we've asked to endorse the initiative, to also emphasize how much we mean this. So I have a few video endorsements because they couldn't be here, but it's Rose Marcario, the CEO of Patagonia, and it's the Commissioner for the Environment, Karmenu Vella of the European Commission.
Hi everyone, I'm Rose Marcario. I'm President and CEO of Patagonia, and I applaud all of you for exploring how the fashion industry can lessen its environmental footprint. The truth is, our current system of fast fashion and throwaway consumption is killing and poisoning the planet. It's become an addiction to cheap and disposable clothing. I think we all know that having more stuff doesn't equate to happiness. I want to use this time with you to share some practical things we've learned at Patagonia over the last 40 years of designing and developing product. First of all, dig deep into your supply chains and hold yourself to the highest social and environmental standards when you're making product. Your customers will thank you and they'll vote with their dollars, and your employees will be inspired by the challenge. The second thing is that the thing that we've learned is the single best thing you can do for the planet is to keep your stuff in use longer by making high quality products that last. It's a shared responsibility between our company and our customers, and it's an ongoing dialogue as we find new innovations to reduce water, energy, toxicity, and waste in the supply chain. But here's the thing. The company has to act first. It takes courage. It takes commitment. It takes creativity. But your customers will respect you if you're part of the solution and not the problem. We can't bury our heads in the sand for the next generation, or we're not going to have a planet that we want to live in. So this year, through our Worn Wear program, we'll make it even easier for our customers to repair, reuse, and recycle their clothing. We want them to think like owners and not consumers. We want them to think like citizens. And we're giving our customers yet another way to give our products a new life by launching a program that will buy back their used items and resell them online. These secondary markets are key to the new circular economy, and brands that don't embrace this model will be left behind. We have to take end-to-end responsibility for our products. With growing awareness among customers about the environmental crisis, I believe there is a big opportunity at our doorstep to create meaningful change in the fashion and apparel industries. I know you have the courage and creativity and imagination to make it happen for the future of our planet, because the future of our planet is at stake, along with the long-term success of our businesses. Thank you again for allowing me to say a few words at the summit today, and thank you for your leadership in having these important conversations. Let's make new markets together and make a better world. Let's have an aspirational view of business as a force for good. Have a great conference.
And I think also we want to see Karmenu Vella's endorsement.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am so sorry that I cannot be with you in Copenhagen at the heart of sustainable fashion. Your industry never goes out of fashion, but the challenges evolve. The rise of e-commerce, free shipping and free returns means that buying clothes has never been so easy. In fact, it's now the #1 sales category online. In Europe, we want to build on this momentum. We want to support the sustainable growth of the textile sector. And that is why we are promoting higher standards for labor, human rights, and environmental safeguards throughout the supply chain. But we need to look at the whole picture because there is room for improvement. Every year in the European Union, more than 4 million tons of textiles are incinerated or sent to landfill. And that is a wasted opportunity. The right measures could divert nearly 100,000 tons of clothing away from landfill every year. Europe is trying to help with a clothing action plan which is financed by the EU LIFE program. The legal proposals that we have tabled should also help cut waste and promote the reuse of textiles. Looking at the whole picture means looking at production as well. As you know, there is still too much water pollution linked to textiles production. Washing is another issue, with microfibers from synthetic clothing polluting rivers and seas and entering the food chain. Next month, the Commission will publish revised public procurement criteria for textiles. This can help public authorities buy uniforms and workwear that meets high environmental standards, saving our rivers and protecting the food chain. Public bodies will play an important role, but everyone needs to help. We all want a more circular textile industry, and your commitment will help us deliver. Horizon 2020, Europe's Research and Innovation Fund, is built around partnerships with industry. The Resintex project is one such example, turning previously unwearable textiles into new resources. And the Commission is also working on the environmental footprint of textiles products. That way, we can help businesses identify inefficiencies across the entire value chain. That should help end any damaging practices and ensure that your customers have the information that they want. The EU Ecolabel is another source of important information. It guarantees a reduced environmental impact and fair labor conditions throughout the production process. I encourage you to take it up because customers will take notice. I was very happy to learn about your call to action, your efforts to increase the collection, reuse, and recycling of garments. Actions like this are vital for extending the life of our clothes and for turning clothing waste into a resource. A more circular economy is good for the environment and it's good for us all. And it's the best thing that could happen to your image. We don't want the environment to be a fashion victim. We want fashion to be a poster child for the environment. So, over to you. We're in your good hands.
Great. So, over to you.
You heard it. You heard him saying, over to you. Now it's actually up to you guys, right? So get your phones out, if not already. Go into the app, the CF Summit 17 app, and have a look at the commitment and see what areas that you can actually tick in there. Basically, just go into the commitment site and basically, it's quite easy. You just need to pick one of the areas, but of course you are welcome to pick more areas to focus on. And to make this even easier, we're actually also going to, in a little bit of time, also launch a huge online toolbox to make it easier together with ICO, the global solutions provider. So basically, we want to also make it easy for you to work with this idea around circularity. Many of you are already doing it, but let's commit to it. So yeah.
What would be great is that if you commit today, we can sum up by the end of the day and see if we increase the number from the 20 companies that already signed up to a lot more. So now Laurel and Hardy did everything we could, and and now it's up to you guys. So please join.
And just finally, I just want to hear, did you get it now? Did you get what we're meaning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's go on. All right, thank you.